Hey guys, so in this video, I'm not sure if you guys were here for the webinar we did yesterday with my buddy Anik Singal, but I'm going to be doing a review of his course Inbox Blueprint right here in a second. So I'm going to be going through the course and showing you guys what it's all about. So let me flip this over to my screen real quick and share with you guys. So this is his course, Inbox Blueprint, and whenever I review courses, I try to do it on a number of different factors. So the first thing I try to do is course structure. I'm a real big, I'm a fanatic about organization. So how things are organized is an important thing. Number two is ease of implementation. Number three is the quality of the content. Number four is the reputation of the instructor. Number five is the success story. So without further ado, let's go into it. So this is the course Inbox Blueprint. And one thing I really like about it is, first of all, you can see that it's absolutely super professional content from Anik Singal. Great stuff, great quality. And he really takes a lot of time to do his thing. So first we're going to go into structure. Now the way the course is structured is you basically get three different things. I'm just going to kind of put them out here. Let's make sure you guys can see this all right. Is basically you're getting training course. You're getting the training course. You're getting coaching support. You're getting an email list email building launchpad. Now, and then there's tons of bonuses. So I'm going to go into each of those elements. Now, the modules themselves, he goes over an absolute ton of content. So that's a really great thing. If you look at this here, you just have an absolute ton of lessons that you have access to all the way down to, you have hundreds of lessons in total, and he shows you how to actually use everything. So hundreds of lessons, and that's really exciting. So there's a lot of content. You'll be going through this for a while. Let's get into this. Now he goes into, researching. Now, one thing I really liked is he talks a lot about picking niches. So there's some bonuses in here which helps you. This was a really cool bonus I liked, which is pick your niche bonus. And what happens is basically you click on it and choose a niche. And you say something like natural, and it actually builds your niche for you very quickly. And it gives you a nice report. It says total products, top 5 keywords, audience size, locations of natural health, kind of what the genders are, and they also give you products to sell. So if you see that right there, there's actual products you can sell that he names out for you from Clickbank in these niches. So I know a lot of people say, oh, what if my niche is this, or what if my niche is that? He actually prepares the products right for you and actually gives you your links, or the closest thing to your links, right inside the course. So let me go back to this. So he has the different hot products for each niche. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now the training courses themselves, if you're going through the different training courses, you click on a course and you'll see it's a combination of text, writing, and usually you have a video on exactly what you need to do, showing you how to set up everything. And then, I mean, he really goes, there's really just a ton of content here. You know, and he walks you through every step of the way. And he does it, what I like is actually, it shows a lot of foresight, is it's all in bite-sized chunks. So you'll notice there's small videos. This is 8-minute long. This is a minute long. And then he gives you obviously options to, you know, get sending, etc. So that's kind of the course. And as I said, there's hundreds and hundreds of videos in here. Now the next part of things is what's called, so the next part of everything is called the launch pad. So sorry if I keep swiveling my head. I'm working off of multiple monitors here. But the next thing is the launch pad, which is actually a software. It's a separate, it's a separate part of the website, and it's a software that actually builds your email sequences for you and builds your landing pages for you. So if you guys, I don't know how many of you use ClickFunnels here, but different than ClickFunnels, this actually, ClickFunnels helps you build landing pages, whereas this, and with ClickFunnels, you have to integrate it into a separate autoresponder. So you have to get a separate email software and integrate it and all that jazz. Whereas anik Singal's Launchpad from Inbox Blueprint, actually, it's all in there. The emails are already pre-written for you for the specific niches that you pick. So here, I'm going to go right into it and show you real quickly what it's all about. So let's go back. Oopsies. So now here we are, we go to the Launchpad. Now the Launchpad has a bunch of tutorials. So a bunch of stuff right here. So he's explaining, basically all of these videos are explaining how to use the software. Now, and you see there's a bunch of videos. Sorry if I'm burping, I just ate. Creating your cover, solo ads, etc. Now, when you actually get into this, the software is actually accessible right here. So Launchpad from Inbox Blueprint, and you click there and you get into the separate software. See, it's launchpad.inboxblueprint.com. And you get to create your first funnels. So once you're in here, you have, it's a whole area, and you create your first funnel. And what you do is you select your campaign niche. Now this is awesome. I love the ability to select your own niche, because I believe one of the bigger problems people have is people don't want to do everything from scratch. And this is as close as it comes to what I look at in every kind of, what I call business opportunity products, is I look to see, is it like a franchise? Now, McDonald's, I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with the franchise model here, but McDonald's is not in the business of selling hamburgers. McDonald's doesn't sell a single hamburger. McDonald's is in the business of selling franchises. Does that make sense? Subway doesn't sell sandwiches. They sell franchises. And what McDonald's does is they sell, each franchise costs about $1 million, $1 to $2 million. McDonald's, what they do is you pay McDonald's $1 million or $2 million. I think it's $1 million. You pay McDonald's $1 million. They already have a spot picked out for you where you're going to put the McDonald's. They own the real estate. They put the McDonald's, they build it. They put management people in. They put all the software in, and they just tell you, great, we're going to do revenue sharing on profits. So I look at business opportunity products to see if they're as much like a franchise as possible. Is everything done for you? How much of the actual work is done for you? Because if the instructor knows how to create successful marketers, if they know how to do that, the more effort they put into basically creating franchisees, the better. The less work the student, the more that the road is set up for the student, the better. And Anik Singal does a really, really good job of that, particularly with this Launchpad software. So let me go back into it to kind of show you what I'm talking about here. So the Launchpad software is where you select your campaign niche. So see this right here, and you can select, let's say you want to do diabetes. I don't know. Let's try that. So we'll do diabetes. And then we'll name our funnel diabetes funnel 1. So here we are, and then they already have they're already going to give you an opt-in page URL. And let's check this out. So there's some advanced stuff here, which is pretty cool, but let's just make it easy on ourselves and save and continue. So I don't have my email account, but I don't have this set up right now, but I'm just kind of using this for an example purpose. So notify me about new subscriptions. You can select, notify me weekly. Boom. Save and continue. Well, I don't have my account set up because I didn't set up my account yet, but what I like is that everything's basically set up for you in this whole thing. And if you guys notice, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 7-step process, and it walks you through every step of the way. And there's instruction for how to build your email opt-in list, getting your landing page. They do your landing page for you, etc. So it's basically plug and play, which is very cool. I think that's a really good feature. And the progress bar, let me show you guys the progress bar again. I really like this because it really makes it easy for people to use. Let's go back through more things. Okay, so that was a Launchpad. These are all the things here. Now there's a lot of cool bonuses. I showed you the cool bonus, which was the niche detective, where it just kind of builds, gathers information about your niche for you. I liked that. And there's just an absolute ton of stuff. Now, one thing I didn't go over are, it's basically all of the coaching. So all of the support and coaching, you'll notice they have coaching calls every single day, every single freaking day. It's unbelievable. So they've got incredible support on the back end here. They've got a ton of coaching calls. And Anik Singal himself does a training session every single week with students, which is really cool. I don't do training sessions every week with students. I do them every month because what I realized is the same questions get asked over and over again. And usually once a month is an ability to get through any new questions that arise. But so Anik goes above and beyond, doing personal training sessions every week, as well as having coaching calls every single day. So there's just a buttload of support here. Now I'm going to take some questions about this soon. I see some people have been asking questions. Hey, Aiden. Hey, Julian. Here, I'll say hi to you guys. Hey, Logan. Hey, Walking Miracle. Hey, Yon, Owen, Logan, Daniel, Dacus. I'll get to some of your guys' questions soon about this. If you guys have any questions about Inbox Blueprint, I'll go over them in a second. I'm just going to finish up talking about Anik or reviewing the program. So where and then lastly, the last thing I was going to go over is the reputation. The reputation of the instructor. Very important. And the reputation of Anik is stellar. So that's a really good thing. Anik Singal, if you look him up, you'll see he's got great reputation. He's got, let's see this. He's got a number of things in the news. And what's really cool is, so you'll see Anik Singal helped me get out of debt. He's got a good reputation. And he cares a lot about his reputation. And some people say you can, you can buy news or whatever. And a lot of the big companies, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, everybody, there's ways you can get PR. But the point is, if you care about being a public figure, I think that's actually very important. And I think that's because if you care about what your reputation is beyond the internet, that means you really care about giving people the highest level of service possible. And not that many companies actually care about the reputation beyond the internet. Now you'll notice I do. I'm featured in the news sometimes, I'm featured on the radio sometimes, and I work hard to make those connections to be on TV, to be on the radio, etc. And so does Anik. So I think that's very important. You have to have a certain degree of reputability to get to that level of to be seen on, to even be accepted to be seen on those levels. So I think that's actually a really good mark in his favor. Another thing that's really cool is he's actually, you'll notice Robert Kiyosaki. How many people are here familiar with Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad? So let me see in the comment. There's a delay on the messages, but basically, I'm sure a lot of you people are familiar with Robert Kiyosaki. Here, I'll flip it over to my screen. Robert Kiyosaki gives him a big endorsement, and I know, so that's a really big mark in Anik's favor. So Anik's the real deal. Anik's super successful, and they've had a lot of success stories. So let's see, learn success stories. Yeah, so I've personally, and another mark in Anik's favor is I actually own an affiliate network named Nutrist, and we've gotten a lot of people signing up for our affiliate network. It's very advanced network, only for affiliates that are making over $10,000 or more per month. So we're only working with very high volume affiliate marketers, and a lot of people have mentioned Anik's program, Inbox Blueprint, as kind of part of their, whatever it is, training when they sign up to be affiliates. So that's actually really positive, because it shows me that Anik's students are serious and they're successful, and that's pretty cool. So that's basically my review. I'm going to look at some of the questions in a second. So Club BMW AMG, I know he likes guys. I think he has a wife. Yeah, I have a wife too. I mean, I like guys as friends. Okay. Please keep me included so I can get over my awkwardness. Okay. Hi, love. Okay, so any questions? Hey, Aiden, Clayton, John, what are your biggest things in business that you've had to overcome? Guys, please keep the questions related to Inbox Blueprint, the subject we're talking about here. So please keep the questions related to Anik's program, and maybe I'll answer some random questions at the end, but keep them. Does anybody have any questions related to Anik's program? Say yes if you do. You need to do some research and send me videos. I'm thankful to have encountered you, blah, blah, blah. Advice for teenagers who want to start. Listen to a smart mentor. And, the great thing about the internet is you can connect with people who are smart in many new areas. Lots of people don't have internet millionaires just hanging out in their backyard, unless you live in Silicon Valley or Venice Beach. You won't have many internet millionaires in your backyard that'll just give you free advice. Okay, let's see. Any other questions? No questions. I'm going to join Internet Jet Set. Okay, so that's Okay, so I'll answer some random other questions. Internet Jet Set, do you have any pointers for beginners? Yeah, the pointers for beginners are, I would say dive in the deep end. Don't go in, if you approach anything with the biggest problem with most people is their mentality. Because most people are not surrounded by successful people. Most people are not rich. And most people are not surrounded by people who are rich. So most people who go into these programs, these educational programs, they go in with the mindset that it can't work for them, or that it's too difficult, or it's going to be too hard, or like they can't do it. They go into with the mindset that it's probably not going to work, but they're just going to try it. They hope it works. And if you go into the mindset with hoping something works, you're already assuming that you're going to fail. Does that make sense? If you go in with the mindset that you hope it works, you're already cutting yourself off at the knees, and you're already going to fail because you're just hoping it works. You have to go into the mindset that it works and I'm going to apply it. Does that make sense? It's a slight shift, but I hope that makes sense. That is the biggest piece of advice that I can have for beginners. I'd say the second biggest piece of advice I would have for beginners is have a clear idea of where you are headed to. Have a clear visualize and work on your visualization. I have a lot of exercises in my program that work on visualization, but visualize exactly where you want to be. Now, my next level is I'm working on getting to a consistent $25,000 in revenues per day in my company. $25,000 for a month. And that's my next level. But for you, it's got to be something reasonable, and it's got to be something where you can actually achieve it and you can visualize exactly the steps that need to be done to get there. Now, I hope that makes sense. I'm tired to work for companies in Nicaragua. How can I get your program? You buy my program. It's $47. We're talking about Anik's program, but if you're looking for my program, it's $47. You can purchase it online. There's links, or you can purchase my program. We're offering a new deal. You can purchase it for $97 and get 3 months of coaching. So instead of $47 a month, you can get $97 for every 3 months. So that's about a 35% discount. I don't know how to pronounce your name. There's some Russian thing, but if you wish for hundreds of millions of dollars, it's probably not feasible for most people. You have to know the exact steps to get there. Now, I always say visualize exactly where you want to be. If you visualize something too crazy, you're never going to get there because you're going to become discouraged. Your mind won't believe it's real. It'll hope, but it won't believe it's real. The dream big thing, I still do dream big, but you have to dream big, but have reasonable goals. Dream big, but have reasonable goals. Read The Alchemist. It's important. Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions? I thought it was Leggear. You didn't like. If you didn't like the fact that people can promote any niche through it. If you don't like muscle gain sites, lots of people want to gain big muscles. Lots of people want to be strong. So don't hold that against somebody if people are using their methods to promote products you don't like. You're being very short-sighted, because what you're doing is you're looking at the details of you're looking at you're not looking at the quality of the education or the instruction. What Anik's educational course is meant to help people with is helping people become successful. Now, if people are becoming successful by advertising things you don't like, you don't hold it against Anik if people are using his methodologies to become successful in ways you're not happy about. Google allows people to advertise muscle gain products, which you don't like. Does that mean Google's bad? No, you're drawing conclusions and you're creating causality where there is none. It doesn't make logical sense, Laguerre. There's no logic, and it's backwards logic is what you're doing. It doesn't make sense. So YouTube is basically young people. I'm 41, but people over 25 here is less than 1% on YouTube. I'm not sure about those statistics. Mr. Dacus, the cost of his program, I believe it's $1,500. So you have to tune in for the webinar. It's a pretty long program, and it's $1,500, which is much cheaper than a semester at college. Any other questions? Let's see. Okay, what would you say are the primary niches for 2017 to pursue? Have you found any more since the post of the Internet Jet Set FB post? Alex, you're probably asking a bad question here. And I'm going to tell you why. How far have you gone in creating your business? Have you picked a niche and have you started working on it yet? How far along are you in your business? And tell me, how long ago did you join Internet Jet Set? Now, if you're asking what's the best niche, you've missed the point of all marketing and all of the videos I've done completely. Because the thing is, every niche works. People are buying everything. People are buying, I bought this microphone for hundreds of dollars. There's this Attache arm for a lot of money. People are buying everything. People are buying everything online. Have you seen the statistics? The number of internet users is growing. It's like this. The number of credit cards in the world is going like this. The number of people buying products online is going like this, and the number of people buying products offline is going like this. So more products of every niche are being sold online, of every niche. And if you're asking what is the best niche, it means you haven't selected one. It means you haven't started working on one yet. That's called shiny object syndrome. What is the best niche? What is the best ad network? What is the best business? What is the best education person to learn from? You're looking for the best. And what happens is if I tell you the best, if I say this is the best, you're going to go there. But the next person's going to say this is the best, and then you're going to go there. And then the next person says this is the best, and you're going to go there. And what happens is you're on an endless cycle chasing dreams, and you never get to the money. The money, which is what you want to get to, but you're never going to get to it if you're always chasing the best. What matters is you just start at something and you go, and you'll make millions. Doesn't matter. Alex, don't think, do. Don't think about doing a particular niche, just do it. It doesn't matter. Don't say thinking. If you're thinking about stuff, you're missing the point. It's about action, okay? I hope that makes sense. Not to be hard on you, but you're just going like that. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. Thanks a lot. Is it for beginners? Yeah, I would say this is actually very well built for beginners. Now, I would recommend people have some sort of familiarity with some of the terminology around internet marketing and email marketing before they begin Anik's course. As you guys see, there's excuse me. You know, there's a lot of content here, and he explains everything very easily. But having having a basic understanding of internet marketing and everything, I would highly suggest that you guys know some things about internet marketing. Now, my course is built for the absolute newbie, so I highly suggest people go ahead and join Internet Jet Set when you know, before they do any of these more intensive trainings, because Internet Jet Set is meant to be really a primer. I go over a bunch of advanced material, but it's really meant to be a primer for helping people understand the model of which you make money online. I introduce people to the entire model, and I help people get their first commissions online. If you haven't made any money yet, if you're still floating around with shiny object syndrome, I'm meant to be your wake-up call and get you on a path, get you a business, and get you understanding how everything works. And but I would suggest, if you've taken that first step, go for Anik's training program. And you know, if that's where you want to go with email marketing. I also put a link to a webinar. So he has a webinar that has some more information down below that you guys can check out in the description. Commissions don't fall from heaven, it's hard work. Yeah, that's true. It takes hard work. And if you do it consistently over time, they just start coming in, and it's all good. Cool. Okay, well, that's it for my review. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to do reviews of different courses and educational programs in online marketing on a regular basis now, just to kind of give you guys my input and my feedback on some of the different programs that I've been talking to you guys about. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll be doing more live streams. Yeah, I hope you guys, I love that all the interaction that you guys are having here. I hope to see you guys becoming successful and taking some of the knowledge and becoming really successful. What's great is that I've seen literally multiple millionaires being created. You know, I started training people in 2015, and there's a number of people who have messaged me. I get them like randomly, and people will just say, hey, dude, I'm a millionaire now, or I took your training back in, you know, 2015, and I started my own, you know, I applied it, and I started my own company, and blah, 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 but I just wanted to thank you. And that makes my fucking day, because there's a lot of haters online. Everybody's doubtful and skeptical and all that stuff. But I try to be real with you guys. I try to sit here. I try to let you guys know it's up. It works. Just do it. Apply it, and I'll give you guys my opinion. So happy to be here. I'll see you guys more often. Take her easy. See ya.